Let's go.
Audio Jungle.
Yeah. I really got the feeling today
Audio Jungle.
that everything is going my way. Now this is what I'm talking about.
Audio Jungle.
Every time I see your smile, it makes me shout. Let's go.
Audio Jungle.
Let's go. Nothing's gonna stop us today.
Audio Jungle.
Get on the bus or get out the way. We're cruising with the radio on.
Audio Jungle.
So turn it up to 10. Here comes our favorite song. Let's go.
Audio Jungle.
Let's go. Let's go.
Audio Jungle.
Let's go.
Welcome to another episode of Demystify Technology with Sam. This is yours truly, Sam Latrani. Sorry about that. I was actually responding to someone's message and I was caught off guard by my montage. So, it's another Friday, and as always, on the Demystify Technology show, I try to demystify different forms of technology to you so you can understand and better use them. On today's episode, I'm going to be talking about context aware application, and I will be demystifying what that is, and I will show you some kits that I personally have that I use and I'm building stuff on. And this is actually in response to a couple of requests from four guys that I am mentoring right now. So at the moment, I'm mentoring four guys, and they've been bugging me with this context aware thing ever since I showed them the kit. So I was like, okay, what better way to share this whole thing to you guys so you can probably have some insight. So when we come back, I will show you the kit, and I'll show you a series of videos just to put it in context before I show you the kit and then what you can work with them. Okay, so we are back. So the question you would ask first of all is, what is a context-aware application? Now, there's a notion that the phones we have lately, these things, are quite, very powerful and smart, right? But most times they are in our pockets and limited to, just what we've programmed or asked them to do. Now, think about this. What if we could harness the full potential of these phones in context, to where we are, businesses we are close to, get personalized discount, get insight into what's going on, track stuff. That is where we're going with context aware applications and smart things. So in on today's episode, I'm going to show you a series of videos based off the estimote dev kit. Now, this is a disclaimer. I have not been paid or contacted by Estimote or giving anything by Estimote to do this. All the kits you're going to see me use today or show today, I bought and purchased with my own money. This is not an advertisement for Estimote or any third party BLE manufacturer. No, these are kits I use and I just want to share the knowledge. So that disclaimer is out there. Awesome. So let me quickly take you to the bench and just to illustrate a few things. So what you're seeing here on the bench are a bunch of Estimote dev kits. This is the location beacon, and I have some other third-party beacons. Let me take this out here so that we can distinguish with them. These are also Bluetooth beacons, right, from a different manufacturer. So this is one of the location beacons. Um, Let me put all the location beacons together, and then now this is another location. So these are two sets of location beacons coming from Estimote. Now, so what beacons or context aware applications allow us to do is they give us context to where we are in the forms that applications on our phones, on our tablets, on our smart devices, smart watches, and all that can communicate to these devices or these beacons that tell them, okay, so at this point you are probably in front of game or in front of ShopRite or in front of the hospital. And therefore, we can actually trigger a series of activities. An example would be if this Bluetooth beacon was probably in a banking facility and you had a banking application. The fact that you were in context of the bank, this could trigger things like queuing you up for what you're coming to do, so you don't need to go take a ticket. This would automatically take care of it. So these are some of the very basic use cases. So these are two location beacon kits from Estimote, and this is what they call the stickers. So what this allows you to do is they allow you to track, it could be objects, or let's say the context of a retail shop. You could put this, for instance, on the laptop right here, and it has accelerometers and other sensors in it. So as people are interacting with this laptop, this sensor is sending values to your retail management system to tell you that, okay, throughout the day you had about a 60 or 70 people interact with this laptop, and that could mean that there's an interest, even helping you to determine how to place your stuff in the shelves or to display them. And then also imagine that you have a user who has your app, right? And then you have this location beacons. Immediately the person gets into context of your shop, the app or your system knows that I am in the shop. Now, if I go and interact with this laptop, now the app knows that someone has interacted with the laptop. Let's give ourselves a scenario. Assuming that I came to the shop about 4 times, and all the 4 times I interacted with this laptop, it can tell you as a business person that, okay, so someone seems to have an interest in this. So it could be that the price point is quite high for him. So what do we do? Based on all these information and data you collected, you can give me a personalized discount that can enable me buy this. Now, all these data we are collecting, we can pipe it to Power BI to get some analytics and insight. So these are the stickers. Now, then these are what they call the the video beacons or the mirrors. Now, what these allow you to do is to turn any smart TV into a context-aware television. Mr. Samora, it's actually an honor to see you join the feed. Thank you very much. Big ups, big ups, Samora. So, as I was saying, now these mirrors, these things convert any smart TV into a Bluetooth TV. So, in context, assuming you have a big screen at the airport, all right, and it's fitted with this, the moment you get into context of that screen, it can actually pull up your itinerary and tell you you're probably boarding at gate B something. And even further to ask you if you know the directions to B something. Now, if the airport is mapped with the location beacons, then in context of your application, you can be directed to your boarding gate. These are some of you know, the ideas or use cases for these things. And finally, before I go on, finally, this is the LTE narrowband real world asset tracking beacons. These things have a bunch of sensors in them. Is LTE enabled for tracking real-time assets by GPS, by regular, star, by satellite. You can track your asset. So today I'll be showing you a series of videos on these kits, and then if there's time, we'll walk through setting some up. This is also a another Bluetooth beacon, but this here is a button. It's just for the tops, just add to it. If there's time, I might just go ahead and set this up, or else I will try to do this in subsequent episodes of the Demystify Technology series. So if you're interested in any of this and learning about it, just send me a message or anything on my social media feed. I will take time to go through them. Also, if you're interested in learning about this, I'll be having boot camps or masterclass on how to use this kit and also arrange how to get some. So, if you're interested, get in touch. And now let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a series of videos from Estimote just to better clarify the whole of this idea of using Bluetooth beacons. All right, so let's do this. Let's go right here. I'm just going to start from from the beginning, and then we'll walk our way through, through it, through that. So let's go here to estimote. Let's open up. Yep. So I'm going to start from here, and so sit back, relax, and
Creating apps for the physical world should be easy, fast, and simple. Today, we are making this dream a reality with Estimote auto mapping. All you need are Estimote location beacons with UWB. Just place them every few meters, and you are done. Our beacons will talk to each other using time-of-flight technology, calculating the distance between themselves with inch-perfect precision. Using this information, an exact map of your location will be automatically created in the cloud. You can add these maps directly to your applications to deliver magical experiences in the physical world. Estimote. Reality matters. With Estimote's beacons and indoor location SDK, we made it possible to locate people and their phones inside a building, even down to just a few meters precision. Now, using the same mobile SDK, it's possible to locate any object within any physical space. Simply place an Estimote sticker onto an item to turn it into what we call a nearable, a context broadcasting internet-connected object. As people with apps running the Estimote SDK move about a venue, their devices passively scan for all the nearables in the vicinity. The most recent coordinates of all these objects, as well as historical data about their movement, are securely stored in the cloud. Venue owners can use this data and Estimote's mobile and web APIs to build amazing location and context-aware apps. For example, if you misplaced a particular item in your office, just type its name to see its precise location. It's like internet search, but for the world around you. You could also build entirely new types of games, blending the digital and physical worlds together. Design an experience that starts online, but also engages users in their actual real-world environments. The opportunities for new experiences are endless, from in-person games to asset tracking or retail analytics. Map a space and bring objects within it to life, designing new applications for interacting with your home, office, or any other environment. Estimote. The physical world is your new canvas. Creating apps for the physical world should be easy, fast, and simple. Today, we are making this dream a reality with Estimote auto mapping. All you need are Estimote location beacons with UWB. Just place them every few meters, and you are done. Our beacons will talk to each other using time-of-flight technology, calculating the distance between themselves with inch-perfect precision. Using this information, an exact map of your location will be automatically created in the cloud. You can add these maps directly to your applications to deliver magical experiences in the physical world. Estimote. Reality matters.
So I'm just showing you a series of videos that will just give you some more info about what I am talking about. So yeah, sink it, soak it in, get the understanding of the type of tools you can build with it. So far you've seen the location beacons, you've seen the stickers. I think I'm trying to get the mirrors video to show. Give me a sec, let me load that up. And then we can discuss it. So today's
Creating
event
apps
is
for the
more or
physical
less,
world should be
like,
easy, fast.
let's discuss it. What are some of the pros and
Software
cons?
of the
Alright, so
future
let's go
will
to
not be
it.
created for phones, computers, or tablets. Instead, the developers of tomorrow will use the physical. Software of the future will not be created for phones, computers, or tablets. Instead, the developers of tomorrow will use the physical world as their canvas, creating real-world applications and on-site experiences designed for one location and easily distributed to many. To make this happen, we need an operating system for the physical world. At Estimote, we are already building its foundations. We started with beacons that are installed in venues, enabling user location coordinates. Then we added stickers, tiny computers attached to objects that trigger events when touched or manipulated. And now we're introducing another layer with Estimote Mirror, the world's first video beacon. When connected to any screen, the display will show personalized content based on people's presence and behavior. For example, in an airport, displays will show information tailored specifically to each traveler's itinerary. Deployed in the smart workplace, Mirror will improve collaboration and productivity. In retail, shoppers could be presented with relevant product information based on their past purchase history, or, if used with Estimote stickers, which items they've interacted with. And since the video beacon is mirroring content from nearby apps that use our SDK, it doesn't require developers to learn any new technology. Join the worldwide community of pioneers and start building next-generation applications. Order your dev kit today. Estimote. Reality matters.
Okay, so we have seen I think that's all I wanted to show. So we have seen everything from the mirror to the location beacons to the stickers, and it's the video speaks for it. So right now you kind of have like an idea of the things you can build with it. I gave you an example of kind of like an enqueuing system. So let's go to the Estimote site, and so I think Barcelona, FC Barcelona, actually has implemented these this sensors or these Bluetooth beacons in engaging their fans and building an all-round system. Let's see if I can pull that up and maybe show you that as well. It's a completely different way of looking, or of innovating technology or solutions for use. All right. Yeah, so this is FC Barcelona. Let's see the full story. So yeah, it's a completely different thing. Let's see if I can find the video for you quickly. FC. So, hey, like I mentioned, today's episode is more or less like a show and tell kind of thing. Kind of like, so if you have any questions, just interact to me as I'm trying to show you all these things. Just interact with me, and then hey, I'll try to answer the questions for you. And then we can look at how to build them, all right? And once we've talked enough about it, I'll just go off. I'll do a poll to see people that are interested in seeing me, build these applications using the kit online. If the numbers are encouraging, I'll do that a series of episodes on Demystify Tech. I was just going to show you different technologies. I'm trying to build up. I'm trying to find, yeah, the Barcelona project. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so let me share
Smart beacons present.
one more video, okay, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, let's play this.
Smart beacons present relevant information to your device based on the context of where you are. Now in Android and iOS 7, your device scans for any nearby beacons in the background as you move around. And when you want info about something you're near, it's ready to swipe on your notification screen. So if you take out your phone as you pass a new restaurant, you can see their lunch specials or menu reviews. Since your phone knows that you just arrived at the table with the red beacon, the menu will be ready when you pick up your phone. So if you're in a hurry, you can send your order straight to the kitchen. You can have beacons at home too. So if your context is the kitchen and you're near the fridge, your shopping list will be ready and waiting when you look at your phone. And then when you walk by the beacon in the dairy aisle, your phone can give you a reminder to make sure you don't forget to pick up milk. And because the range awareness for beacons is sensitive down to a few inches, it can tell what you're closest to or what product you pick up. So when you look at your phone, it'll already show product information or let you know if your size is in stock or let you see what other colors are available. And then you can order it right from your phone. And if you've been at the restaurant for a while, your phone will be ready if you want to order another drink or pay the check with the push of a button. Your phone is always with you. Smart beacons give it some context.
All right, so as you can see,
Your online
these,
presence
you know,
makes an
these things give you a different perspective or angle about creating applications. You can combine this with your existing applications or new applications and create completely different, completely intuitive, completely, you know, interactive applications. I mean, the you know, the opportunities or the creativity is just limitless. All right. So, like I mentioned, we have the kits here. Let's go back to the bench. I have all the kits you've seen in all the videos, you know, here. I have the LTE, the mirror. As you can see, we have the stickers right here, and then we have the location beacons, two versions of the location beacons. We have all of them. So what I want to do is probably I have one of the stickers here. So let's see. You know, maybe just mess around with one of the stickers. I'm just saying, just maybe. All right, just maybe, just maybe mess around, you know, mess around with the stickers or something. Um, yep. So this is how the kit looks like. Comes with all, you know, all this, all the stickers and all that. Now, this is what I want you to do for me. I want you guys to give me 3 use cases you think we can build with the set of kits I have shown. And the highest application will see us build it on the show. All right, the highest application will see us build it on the show. So that is all I would say today for the context aware applications. This comes with a companion application, and the thing about this is that most of the SDKs is in Java, but now they have some JavaScript SDKs you can use to write the application. So interesting thing now. So these are mostly powered by Bluetooth Low Energy, so BLE. Now this allows these things to function, but some of them also have other sensors. Like for instance, this one has some gyroscope, accelerometers, and all that in it that it's able to determine if something has been lifted, you know, or put down. So what I would probably do in subsequent videos is we're going to go through setting these things up and interacting with them to see how they work. All right, so that I can share that information with you guys. So if you're interested in learning about them, like I mentioned, I'm going to do a class, a master class on these things. So reach out to me, I'll set you up, and then you know you can go through it. All right. So that is all we have for context-aware applications and nearables. Um, Now, this. Let me talk about this batting for a while. Now, most of you who've been following me know that I'm a fanatic for smart battings and doing crazy things with them. This is actually the Textimo batting powered by Microsoft Azure. It's Azure certified. So with this, you can actually stream and push stuff, into Azure using it. So for thinking for the rest of the show, why don't we connect this? Better still, I believe that let's do justice to the stickers, all right? And then I'll show the batting on IoT some other time. So let's get right into it. I'm just going to play around with the stickers. All right. So let's assume this is the first time we're opening it, and it's just going through it. Let's see what we have. As you can see from the back here, so it's if you can read this, let's see if you can read this from here. Let's see if you can read. Yep. So it says that it's a waterproof skin. Each sticker beacon is pre-programmed with a nearable specific context for 1 or 9 everyday object, represented by an icon. The 10th sticker is blank. Okay, so the 10th sticker is blank, and like all others can be reconfigured using the Estimo app. That's what I'm going to do. It's a tiny computer with 32-bit ARM Cortex M0 processor, 256 kilobit. So you can see this more like it's like a a microcomputer in there. All right, it has an omnidirectional antenna, 2.4 gigahertz, has a lithium battery, is an adhesive, and there's a mobile SDK for multiple platforms. If you want to build this into your application, you can do this. Now, so this comes with a companion app. Today I don't have my other screen set up to pull up, but I'm going to show you the estimote app on my phone. So this is how the estimote app looks like. Forgive me about the colors, because I'm doing screen. So this is how it is like. So you can use this to set up, the stickers and your location beacons and all that. Okay, so let's Samura, don't worry. If you don't know anything about IoT, keep following us on the IoT show. We're going to introduce you to a lot of these crazy things. All right, so uh, let's do this. If I go to configuration, right, it's going to ask me whether I want to set up, all the beacons. Now, take a look at this. So I just went to configuration and check this out. It's actually picked all the beacons I have lying on the table right now. So all the beacons in range, you can see one, two, three. I have like 7 beacons. All of them are in range. All right. If I move these beacons around, it's going to show the location. I've not configured them. So what could happen is that I could actually configure this beacon all around my house or my office. And anytime you have any app that is talking to these beacons, I can tell the context where you are. So in cases where talk about offices where you want to know whether an office space is occupied or not. You can use so this is more or less like you can use the sensors to determine someone's location in the office. So if there are 2 or 3 people in a particular office, you can tell that that office is occupied, is being used. All right. So a lot of use cases. So it's seeing all my beacons. All right. So someone says it looks like there's something wrong. What's going on? Sorry guys, what is going on? So Fifi says it looks like something is going wrong. So let's try to find out what it is. Something's wrong with the stream. We are not dropping frames. We are live. Kindly let me know if you are seeing me live. Yeah, it looks like I think we're still live. I think we're still live, Fifi. So, Fifi, I think if you are you're watching from Periscope, right? Try to see if you can connect to any of the other streams. We have like YouTube, we have Facebook. Let me actually go to Facebook and check quickly. Sorry, guys. And let's ensure that um, let's ensure we're giving a good experience. Okay, yeah. So thanks, Edu. So Edu confirms that everything looks okay. Someone also says yeah. So Fifi, uh, okay, sure. So Fifi, go to YouTube. It looks like YouTube is fine. All right. So let's go back. Let's go back to the app. All right, awesome. So as you can see, this is where I have, unfortunately, that computer I used to do my phone capture is on is okay. All right, so let's do that again. So let's click on the configuration. Hope this can, and as you can see, okay, awesome. Awesome, Victor. Thank you, Victor Rodriguez. Awesome, 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 awesome. So, as you can see, I'm trying to just move the beacons all around, like just split them all around the room. And let's look at what's happening. You see that because I have moved the beacons a bit around, it's able to see the beacons around me. All right, from the app, it can see the beacons around me. Now let's see. I can do a list. I did a radar before. Now I'm doing a list, and as you can see, like these are all my beacons. All right, these are all my beacons. All of them are active right now. Here on the table. Cool. So they work with this companion app that allows you to configure it. So we want to play around one of the stickers. So let's open this. So this is what they are saying, that if you look closely, they've been pre-configured. They've been pre-configured. This one is the door, this one is a chair, this one is a phone, this is the car, a bike, this is like a bed, this is for like a fridge. So if I put this on the fridge and someone, you know, and the fridge is open because of the accelerometers and the magnetometer on it, it will tell me that it's open. All right, it will tell me that it's open. So these are just very quick ways for you to know and interact with things. And awesome. So let's go to the Estimote SDKs. To use the mirror, I'll need like a television to connect that. So that will be for a later configuration. All right. So we want to use the SDKs and mess around and configure stuff. So we need to go to developer.estimote.com. Let's check the proximity demo. Yep. So this is the case. So they want me, if I want to set this up right now, I would have to be walking around the table, like the house, to set it up. I don't want to move around away from the decks for you to see. So let's try to walk away. Just try to just walk around. Let's use the editor. Okay, the SDK is the most SDK to do. So here we're supposed to go to, as you can see, developer.estimote.com. So let's do that so we can set that up. So I'm going to just flip right here. I'm going to bring in my new tab. So let's go to developer. I do a lot of development styles. Once I mention developer, it thinks it's Microsoft. Estimote.com. And don't forget, if you have any questions, please send it my way, and I'll be sure to try to answer for you. And again, disclaimer: I have not been paid by Estimote. I don't work for Estimote. It's not a commercial for Estimote. This is just my own thing. I bought these things myself, and I just want to share the knowledge and the ideas that people can work with. So let me actually log in. I already have an account. So I'm just walking you through the process. All right. Hopefully. So let me enter my super secret details. My super secret details have been entered, and we are back. Okay, so as you can see, yeah, so it looks like my battery life for my LTEs are, are a bit. So I have 99, 89%. Then if you look at my IoT apps, I have not built any IoT apps yet, which I'll be doing. If I check my beacons, these are all my beacons. Um, yeah, as you can see, I've not mapped any locations yet. So I have all these beacons on this side. And then if we go to the mirrors, it should also show the three mirrors I have. I have not built any mobile apps yet, which I'll be building in subsequent episode to show you this. Locations, uh, I've not specified anything yet, and this is just my account. So now this is the nearables that I'm more interested in. As you can see, I have, 10 of them. Okay, 10 of the nearables. So the ice one, which is, let me take you quickly to the bench. This one, that is a plain one. This one is not being set up. So I'm going to pick it up, and then let's come back here and let's see what we can do with it. So I'm going to select this. Let's open it up, and it says, so the location is unknown, enabled is on, motion only. No, no, no. Okay, yeah, we can do motion only. That's fine. Let's edit the settings. It seems you have registered more than for under. Okay, so here's the problem. So for under 20 devices total, all types of beacons, and if you want to use our software for more beacons, you need to upgrade to a paid software subscription plan. Please contact. Okay, so this is because I have all these beacons, so I will probably either have to transfer some of it to a different account, or I'll probably have to disable some of them to manage. um let's see. But hey, let me see this. I'll probably send them an email later on. So let me do this. So this will not let us mess around with it. Nope, this cannot be. In fact, I'm going to send them an email right now so that they can actually open this up for us to use. Yep. But that okay, sorry guys. Sorry guys, sorry guys. I don't know why I don't get my Facebook questions on the stream as opposed to like the ones I get from YouTube and the rest. Actually, I'm going to answer that now, Obute. Sorry for that. Forgive me. Facebook Live. Okay, for instance, would they be beneficial for fluid level sensing? No. So Obute, I have like a fluid or level sensor differently that I can show on the IoT show for you. Um, can I call them prox? Yeah, these are prox. Yes, these are proximity beacons. Yes, Obute, these are proximity beacons.
Sorry
Yeah.
for that. Forgive me. Facebook
So
Live.
so
Okay, for instance, would
so
they be beneficial for fluid
forgive me
level
for
sense?
that. So that's an ans that's answered. So Bute wanted to know whether these were fluid level sensors, but I have fluid level sensors you can use. These are totally proximity based sensors. I mean context aware proximity based sensors, but you can always correlate that to to stuff like that. So I would have to connect to estimote. I think I have a contact of one of the guys. I would reach out to them and let's see. Um, okay. So well, I would what I would do is that I would reach out to them, get that expansion or upgrade, and then I'll walk through this again and send a blog post or create another video for that. So um, if this seems to be something that is of interest to you, connect with me after the show and we can talk more. If you're a business and you're looking at, doing some analytics with stuff, connect with me and we can do some more. All right. Well, in the meantime, um, I'm going to put the beacons aside and then we're going to go in and try to set up this button to use on Azure, as it's also part of this whole context, aware stuff. So let's put this here, move this to the side. Now, another thing before I move on is that by default, if you have your phones, I know sometimes if you've enabled the beacon application or the sensing on your phone, especially for Android. I think iOS also has it. I'm not an iOS person, so I can't really tell. Sorry about that. I don't own an iOS, so I can't really speak to that. But for Android, you can actually enable the beacon mode on your phone. Um, Most of the bus stops I know, in especially in Portland, Oregon, have been mapped by Google, and the beacon works there. So if you have your beacon on the phone enabled by iOS, by Android, sorry, and then Samora, I'm not hating on iOS. I mean, there's nothing wrong if you guys decide, okay, Samuel, this is an iPhone, 11 Pro, whatever that is. Use that for your stream. I mean, that wouldn't be bad. I can then test applications on it. But hey, there's no hating. I don't have anything against Apple or anything. I use a Mac myself for work, so I have a Mac here. So there's no bad blood. So if you enable it, you should be able to, once you get into context of that area, you'll be able to get pop-ups to tell you where you are. So let's think about this carefully. You're a business owner, all right? You have a shop. You want to know at the end of the day how many people come into your shop. At the end of the day, what are the products people are interacting with the most? At the end of the day, how many customers are returning? And does it look like you need to give them personalized discounts? That is one use case in the area of retail. Now, let's look at even in the area of, let's say finance and banking. You have a banking app, all right? And the bank deploys some of these sensors or there's beacons in the bank, and the moment you walk into the context of the bank, your banking app opens and there's a section that kind of like inquires what you want to do, and you go in there and you say, okay, I'm just coming to do a deposit or withdrawal. Automatically it then queues you and sends you a notification you are number 6. All right, that's it. There's no need to print paper. You're already in queue. The system knows who you are. All right, and then you go about your service. The third use case would be, let's talk about DVLA for once. All right. I'll be on them next week because for over 6 months now, I've not received my biometric card. So I'm going to lash on them really hard. Now, let's take another scenario, working on a DVLA area. So you have a DVLA companion app. They've deployed some of these beacons or sensors, right? You get in context of DVLA, the app pops up. What are you coming to do today? You say, okay, well, I'm coming to do a renewal. Now you click renewal, it checks and asks you, okay, so the renewal you're coming to do, these are the checklists. You need items A, B, C, D, E. It pops up. You click them, check, 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 check. Now takes you to the next page. Now, you have to go to room 5, block 6. And it can ask you, do you know room 5, block 6? Now, if you don't know it, thanks to the location beacon, a virtual assistant can pop up and actually walk you like Google Maps, walk you to because you've mapped the whole place, it can accurately take you to where you need to continue your process. That's another use case. In the area of the airport, like I mentioned, deploying the mirrors can actually give you more info into your itinerary, your boarding gates, and all that. So there are tons and tons and tons of use cases for this. So hopefully today I've introduced you to these toolkits. So hopefully today is going to stir up some thoughts in your mind and some things you can build with it. If you're still interested, connect with me, and hey, I can, hook you up. All right. So let's move away from the context stuff. We've done enough of that. Now let's see how we can connect this, which is a text emo button, to Azure. Why not Azure? Well, why Azure? All right, so I'm going to move here. And if you look closely, it says we should go to aka.ms.button. Let's try that. Hopefully that's alive. aka.ms slash. Hopefully this URL shortener still works. And yep, I think it works. I think it works. I think it works. So this is it. So this is the button I have here, the text move button. Um, So let's see how we can connect that. We don't want to go to the manufacturer's website. So these are all like kind of like IoT specific stuff for Azure. Let's see. Yeah, this is strictly not for sale. So let's go to get started. And as you can see, there are different tools. So run a simple Python sample on a Texmo IoT batting device running in MicroPython. I'm sure all my Python guys are going to say, yay, we have a Python thing going. All right, let's do this. So prerequisite was the introduction. So this describes, I've actually had this for a while now. I'm not connected. So just curious, you know, connecting it and building applications on that. Now, but I need to set up an IoT hub. I think I already have an IoT hub. I think I already have provisions for the device, but we're going to walk through how to do that. So, we're going to see how to configure IoT hub, register the device, configure the device, and run the IoT sample. Awesome. So it says I should set up my IoT hub, which I'll do. So let's go to portal.azure.com. Yes, it's Friday. Why not? Why not Azure? Yes, Azure, of course. And this, I'm not hating on anyone. Somewhere, no hating. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Let me enter my super secret password. And then, once the super secret password, sign out and sign in with a different account. Ba-ba-bum. That is what I want. Thank you, Victor. Okay, and yep, I was just entering my oh, my super secret password has been entered. There you go. So we can close all the estimote stuff and keep our, yep. So we need to set it up. I think I already have an IoT hub set up already. So, but I can, if it's not, I can just walk you through the process of creating it. It's quite simple. Uh, just making sure the primary connections, which I will. All right. So I think I have an IoT hub. Yep. I have an IoT Tuesday IoT hub. Yeah, that's it. But I can walk you through for the purpose of just this. I can walk you through again. If you're not familiar with Azure, you can use this. So let me zoom in a bit so you can see this. So we're just going to create resource, and then I'm just going to can go to where is that, Internet of Things. Can select the category and then you can do IoT hub. All right, that's cool. So let's just assume that I don't have an IoT hub. We're going to go through the process of doing that. So using that subscription, the resource group, I'll create a new one and call it DMZ. Yeah, let's call it, no, Demystify. So I'll call this the Demystify Tech Resource Group. So resource groups are just like logical containers for organizing your resources you create on Azure. All right. Uh, well, West US, that's fine. I'll leave it. The IoT hub name, I'll call this one Demystify Tech. I'll call this IoT hub Demystify Tech. Let's go. I'll just pick standard tier, nothing much. Just one unit. It's very basic stuff. All right. Uh, I'm tagging. Now, tagging is just a way of you organizing your stuff. You want to tag related object, and it's easier for you to find and easier for you to index. So I just go to review and create. Uh, this is going to cost me $25 for over 400,000 messages, which I think is, quite usable. So just click on create, and it goes off to spin off my IoT hub. So whilst that's happening, let's go back and so after the hub is created, we are told to open the blade and check the shared access policy and copy, select the shared access policy, and then kind of like IoT online, copy and take note of the connection strings that we're going to use. But yeah, that's like a normal thing when you're connecting to Azure. You need to have access to, you need to have the connection string. Then the next thing is we need to provision the device and get its credential. Now, one of the things that Microsoft Azure does, if you were following my stream, when I connected the Azure Sphere, this one, all right, I needed to claim the device and provision it just for security. So there's a unique fingerprint for this device in my cloud, all right. So just take note of that. Okay, so let's see. It looks like this should be done. Well, it's still provisioning. So let's go here and let's look at the next one. Provision your device and get credential. So let me actually, this was the first one. Let's move this to the second one and know that we have Azure portal here. Let's refresh. Okay, we've done this. So it says that the second one is before device can communicate to the IoT hub. We need to add the details of that device to IoT hub, which is normal. Okay, so now, oh, so it wants me to use. Now I see some node here, and I'm getting interesting. It's getting interesting. All right, so let's take it first things first. All right, baby steps, no rushing. Let's walk through this together. So whilst I wait for this, your deployment is underway. Let the deployment, okay. So whilst the deployment is underway, let's see if we need to get some tools here. So the cross-platform command line IoT Hub Explorer. So to add devices to the IoT Hub and manage these devices, you can use the Device Explorer. I think there was a problem with Device Explorer for Windows 10 because I tried that with some other toolkit, some other dev kit, and it was giving problems. Let's see. Use either of these tools to generate devices with connection string that you can copy and paste. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So they're saying if you use the IoT Hub Explorer 2 to provision, this is what you get. And if you use the Device Explorer, so they're showing us all the different ways to do this. So I think the IoT Hub Explorer is like is an npm package. Yeah. Okay. Let's look for both of them. Let's see how we can use both of them. I mean, we're learning, so it's always cool to do that. And these are things that like intrigue me. I'm like, okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, so refresh. Deployment is complete. Let's go to the resource group. I'm going to pin it here. Yeah. Well, thank you. Okay, as you can see, so if I go to my shared access, this is where it's saying that so IoT owner, IoT hub owner. Here you can see all my keys for the for the sake of my own safety and the safety of my hub. I would not show this. I'll copy this off screen and then we're going to use it. All right. Okay. So at least we have, which was this, we have that sorted. Now the next thing is to add a device to IoT Hub, either using to add a device you can use the IoT Hub Explorer or the Device Explorer. Okay. Let's see if this is true because I opened this and it didn't work. It just went to a blank page. Okay, so this is actually the same thing here. This and this are the same thing. So okay. All right. So let's see. Uh, if I did the IoT Explorer, okay, so IoT Explorer, we have to use a node package. So let me go to my, I believe I'm using NVM. So once it's done, NVM. Okay, so NVM, I think I'm using, what do I have? So I have 10.414. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just stick to this. So let's open this up. And hey, yeah, I like this commander because it understands both the Mac thing and Windows. So I love this a lot. All right. So let's go ahead and install. So npm install globally IoT Hub Explorer. Let's do that. 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 So whilst we wait for that to show, and thanks for all those who made it, earlier on and got more info about the Context Aware app. Just reach out to me on all the social media platforms, and I would answer that. Everything looks fine for me. Thanks you. Thanks, Mr. Edu. Okay, so I'm just waiting for it. So uh, you will be fine. Uh, uh, okay, so let's see. All right, looks like we're good. That has been installed. And so with that installed, get the connection string from, yes, we have the connection string. And then it says run the following command to register a device with your IoT hub. And when you run the command, replace with the connection string from the previous step and replace device name with a name for a device such as my device. Okay. Yeah. 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 Okay. So now I'm going to go to Azure. As you can see, I have connection strings here, but for the sake of, I'm going to close this and copy this and bring it back here. So this is copied and let's go back in trying to build this. So we are supposed to do IoT hub dash explorer. Okay. I'm just going to run this deprecated notice. So IoT MSI will be retired on November 31st. Oh, this is really, really deprecated. It has been replaced by the Azure CLI IoT extension, AKS. Okay, the equivalent command in the Azure CLI is AZ login. You must specify a connection string. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's do this. AKS IoT CLI. So this is like very old. Microsoft, please update this documentation. So let's do this. aka.ms/IoTCLI. I have this already, so I'm just curious as to see what they're gonna put there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so see, yeah, yeah, pa. Yeah, I do have this, so I just have to add extension. Cause check this out, guys. Uh, check this out. So if I do AZ, I have it. Like I've already installed the CLI for Azure. I've installed that. See, I have that. I have that. But I need to check if I have the IoT extension. So let's see. DLS maps. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I have IoT Central. Oh yeah, Pioneer location. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, the extensions here. Unable to check if your CI is up to date. Check the internet connection. Oh, I have internet, so that's not a big deal. Okay. Yep. Well, we have this. Okay, as good citizens, let's just go through. Let's walk through the process. All right. So once we have that, we are supposed to do AZ extension. Let's add the extension. And the name of the extension is the Azure CLI slash IoT, sorry, dash IoT dash EXT. Let's add that to searching for it. And I must say this, if you're using MTN fiber, there's something I've noticed for the past couple of days, 3 or 4 days now, after midnight, for some reason the fiber goes down. And then it goes down for a while. I sometimes either have to restart my router or, after a couple of minutes it comes back. I don't know if it's just me, but hey, those at MTN, please check this out. Okay, and then let's run this, and this time is AZ extension update name. Yep, we've installed it. We need to update it. Okay, so no updates available, so we are good to go. Yep, awesome. So now it says now that we have this, I can use central device provisioning service, edge, hub, and all that. So if I do AZ, right, IoT, and I do hub, what do I get? Yep, and then H, yeah, so that'll be the certificate for, for it. So let's do that. Let me do that. Let's see what we have. Now this might not work because I have not run easy logging. I'm not logged in yet. So as you can see, it's just showing me, let's make this big. So just showing me all the subgroups. Actually, let me go this small so you can see me. So it's just showing me the subgroups. Okay, so I have certificate, the group is IoT halls, and I can see all the stuff, commands, monitor, and all that. So let's do this. Let me do AZ logging. So I can log into my Azure and get access to all my Azure services. And then we can take it from there. Okay, so this is going to launch, and it's going to ask me to sign in. All right, and super secret. I'm just entering my super secret password. Okay, All right, so I can now close this, and then when we come back, you can see that it says I am now what? I have logged in, and this is showing all my, all my info. All right, so let me quickly clear this, and let's go back to, all right, so here, as you can see, we have all this figured out now. So let's go back. And now it's asking us to do, logging, create a device from it. So let's just try this. So I'm going to use the same one to see if it's going to work. Else we're going to use a device explorer. So let's bring back our code. I'm going to reduce it a bit here so we can follow along. And let me go back and recopy the key. And let's try this again. So yeah. So now we go to, I can do, let's see if I do AZ, that'll use a connection soon. So let me do AZ, so this is IoT. Let's see what are some of the things. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so AZ IoT Hub, right? And let's do H. I want to find something out. So the reason I'm doing this is because the documentation is old. I want to find what we have. So this is it. So if you do AZ IoT Hub, I can manage entities. Yeah, so see this configuration, consumer group, policy route, routing endpoint, device stream, device identity. So look at this. So you see, we have create an Azure IoT Hub, and then we have where's that delete generate token, invoke device method. So let's see, show get details of IoT Hub, show connection string. So I don't see device. No, I think so this is just device to end, device stream, device identity. Okay, manage IoT devices. So if we do device identity, create. Okay, let's do that. So it says device identity here, so manage IoT devices. So let's copy this, and then this time we're going to run the same command, and I'll do this and then H for help for using device identity. So yeah, so do you see it? So now if I do AZ IoT Hub device identity, I can use commands like add children, create a device in IoT Hub, delete, export, show, okay, list. So this is what I want. All right. So if I add create to it, and then I can do help. So this is how you can use some of the C. If you're not familiar with the command or the actions and the things in there, this is how you can do that. So wow, this is a lot. So if I add create, this command is from the following extension: ZCL IoT extension, IOZ. Yeah, I know, create a device and IoT Hub. So it looks for the device ID, which is required. No, authentication method. Log in. This command supports PD argument secondary. Well, this like, yeah, that's not bad. Okay. Okay, so now that we've copied our connection string. Let's try this for the sakes of, let's do hub IoT Hub Explorer. All right, and then log in and paste, not device identity. Copy the primary here, and I'm going to go off just to paste this in there. Yep, deprecator equivalent command is easy login. Okay, so session started. Okay, cool. So I just did that and my session is started. And now the next thing I'm being asked to do is to run, let's go up, yeah, is to create a device. So again, we're going to run IoT Hub dash Explorer and then create the device name. I'll just call it my my button, okay? Or let's call it logic. It's a logic button, all right? And then we are supposed to uh, bum, connection string. Okay, and let's see. I know I'm supposed to pass it, but let's see if I do this. They'll prompt me to pass it. Yeah. Okay. Yep. 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 So the device has been created, and this is the device ID. Um, yep. Generation, ETAG, enabled. Yep. Pretty much, it's been created. Cool. So what is it supposed to do now? We asked to copy the device connection string info for later use. Something like this, host name. Okay, 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 okay. Cool. So let's go ahead and copy it. I've got to go. Thanks, Amora. Thanks, 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 thanks. Let's catch up and yeah, and talk some more. Thanks for joining. Awesome. So, where is, yeah, so connection string here. I need to copy this connection string. Oops, 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 oops. Okay, so I just copy this. Yeah. Whoa, boss. Okay, so as we've been asked to keep this somewhere, let me open my ever faithful and keep this here. Okay, so that is how we would have used the IoT, the CLI, all right? Now, let's see. Use the Device Explorer tool to provision a device. The easiest way to install device tools in your environment is download a pre-built version by clicking Azure IoT Releases, scroll down to Downloads, locate the downloads, link for the setup device, install the device, run the installer, run the Device Explorer, double click, and well. Let's see. So let's go here. Let's see. Sometimes it's just good to have, a GUI and an ID. Sometimes you want to do something really quick. Okay, so the latest release. Yep. Yeah, just 2 megs. Oh, that's cool. So let me go here and save this on my desktop. Let's save this. Awesome. We can actually close this. Let's go to our desktop. Nope. I always try to check this. That's fine. And then I will install this. What do we have? C program files. Yeah, I'll just install it for everyone. Okay. Then we run this, and hopefully this should set it up for us. Set it up, 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 set it up. If you're just joining us, earlier on we're talking about context-aware application. I showed you the estimote kit that we have. We saw a couple of videos on ideas and use cases for it. So a lot of things going on. I'm going to put a poll on which of the kits do you want us to start working with. and then I would pick up from there, and then we're gonna use them. So be watching out for that particular poll on Twitter and all other social feeds. So cool. Now we're trying to set up this button to trigger and do something. It's actually the Microsoft Text Mode button. Yeah, cool. Okay, so device was installed successfully. Well, cool. It says it was installed. So let's see the next thing we're being asked to do once it's done. So we need to what? We can pin it. So if I say device, if I go and say device explorer, let me pin it to the start. I can pin it to my tags bar. Do I have space? Yes, I do have space. So open. This should open a simple .NET application for me. All right. So this is just probably the same thing, just some abstractions of APIs in the background layered on top of just some simple, just some simple, how do you call it, screens, right? Okay, it popped up here. Let me bring it here so you can see. Configuration. So this will require connection string. IoT connection string is asking for the protocol. So it says that to get connection string from your hub on a configuration tab, paste up the IoT hub connection string from IoT hub and click update. Okay. Well, I have it. I can go and copy this. Copy, 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 copy. And then I can block you people from seeing that and then hit update. Yeah, and the settings were updated. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Okay, so I'm going to take it off screen. Sorry, guys. So I'm going to take it off screen. And yeah, so hey, where are all our tools? Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, yeah. This happened. And then click on management. Oh, and look at this. Now, because we use the command line to provision our device, you can see that our device is now provisioned and is showing in here. So now our device is provisioned, is ready to go. So what next? Yeah, we can create one and give it a new name and provision that. That's fine. And it's going to show here copy data for all devices. What does it say? Right click on the selected device to retrieve the connection string. Copy connection. So yeah, so if I right click this one, I can say copy. So yeah, the same thing here. Look at this. If I right click and say copy connection string for the selected device, and I can go to my ever trusted and paste it there. Yep. So I got that. And that's it. Set the connect. So select copy connection string for future information about using device to perform. Okay. So this is our second part, which is done. Our first part is done. Our second part is done. Now, so text, we have the button. So now, remember, first part is done. Second part is done. Now configure the Azure IoT settings. Oh, okay. Ah, this would actually require me to use a secondary screen because I can't obviously turn this machine off because if I change the internet connectivity, my stream obviously is going to be affected. So I can't do this. Well, it looks like, and we are way gone past time. So thanks, guys. I'm going to end it here. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to continue with the process and actually show you right up on it and show you how to use it. But then I'm going to create the Twitter poll right now. So answer the questions and we're going to build on that. Until then, thanks for making a date with me, spending this short Friday night with me. Have a happy weekend. Those of you traveling, safe travels. Those of you doing whatever it is, all the best. And let's connect again next Friday. Until then, this has been Demystify Tech.